guys, welcome back to my channel where I'll be discussing the French Women's Premier League match between Olympique Lyonnes and Olympique Marseille. You can also listen to this match review on Spotify, link in the description below. Likewise, if you're listening to this on Spotify, you can also watch this game review on YouTube. Link will be in the description. Alright, so Marseille is a new contender in the French Women's First Division, and Lyon is Lyon with 18 French championships. Lyon right now is looking pretty good. While many players left after last season, Michelle Kang signed a lot of new players, as well as Heraldez, the former head coach of Barcelona and recently the Washington Spirit. I did catch some of Lyon's preseason test games or friendlies against Bayern Munich and Eintracht Frankfurt, and honestly, Lyon looks great. As I expected, Eula Brand seems to be excelling at Lyon. She fits right in with the team, especially up there in the attack with Marie-Antoinette Katoto Diani and Liliana Joseph. Eula actually has teammates that can keep up with her or match her pace. The problem at Wolfsburg was I don't think there was anyone that was able to keep up with Brand. Maybe Vivian Endemann, but at Lyon, Eula has Katoto, Diani, Joseph, Dumornay, Hegerberg, and others that Brand can find and connect with in the box. There are many players at Lyon who can get forward with Brand when she's on the attack, and because of that, she will feel more confident making those runs. Joseph is definitely a player to keep an eye on this season. She seems like she would be a confident goal scorer for this Lyon team. Overall, I think Lyon's attack is pretty set. The thing I'm questioning, though, is Lyon's backline and defense. That looked a bit iffy in their test games. Last season, I said Lyon's backline and defense needs more work, more discipline, more awareness and focus, and hopefully Lyon will clean that up and take it more seriously. Yeah, they desperately need to. I'm still having flashbacks to that Champions League match against Arsenal. Anyway, that all being said, I'm always right. Let's get into the lineup for this match. Alright, so the lineup. I'm just going to read through it really quickly because I didn't have much time to look it over. We have Tian Endler in the goal. For defenders, Ashley Lawrence, Ingrid Ingen, Wendy Renard, and Selma Basha. In the midfield and attack, Lily Johannes, Lindsay Heaps, Marie-Antoinette Katoto, Liana Joseph, Ada Hegerberg, and Vicky Becho. Alright, so the first half, we are off. How's it going, Lyon fans? Been a while. I'm just coming from Wolfsburg's match against Hamburg, and well, yeah, it's best not to think about it. I let my emotions get the best of me, but it's totally warranted. I have a new way of covering matches now. I'm not going to be doing a play-by-play like before, but I'm going to be reviewing it every 10 minutes with halftime and closing notes. If that sounds confusing, you'll see what I mean when I get into it. So that being said, let's get into it. Wolfsburg are in... Lyon are in a 4-5-1 with Hegerberg up top. Marseille are in a 3-5-2. I'm not sure if Marseille should do that against Lyon because Lyon has a tendency to punish three backs. Alright, so the 10-minute mark, this is going as you would expect. The scoreline is still 0-0, but it's Lyon who's been threatening and on the attack. They're coming in hot and fast, lots of chances. They're keeping it in Marseille's defensive third and applying pressure to Marseille in the midfield. On top of that, Lyon are quick to recover possession and regain control. I'm really enjoying Lily Johannes' performance so far. She's good with the ball at her feet, good support in the attack and defense. Overall, a strong, solid, and flexible player. I don't really have a problem with how Lyon are playing so far. They're keeping control, but maybe touch up that connection in the attack as well as finishing. Alright, so the 20-minute mark. These next 10 minutes have been Lyon in complete control. They're still on the attack and creating chances, but nothing has really landed just yet. Lawrence had a chance to score in the 17th minute after a cross from Becho, but she would see it saved. It's mainly just been Lyon attacking and controlling. If you're familiar with Lyon or are a fan of Lyon, this is how they play. They're very focused on control. As for Marseille, they're on the defensive. They're trying to get forward with long balls and runs, but Endler hasn't been threatened yet. So the 30-minute mark, not much really happening. Scoreline is still 0-0. Lyon are still in control and still on the attack. Once again, lots of chances, but Marseille is doing what they can to shut down Lyon's attack. The attacking line of Joseph, Katoto, Hegerberg, Heaps, and Becho is still dangerous, but then throw in Lawrence and Johannes, and it's just been a rough 30 minutes for the opposing team, or this side. Overall, Lyon are fine, but maybe for the second half, bringing on Brand and Diani can help break that Marseille defense a little more. So the 45-minute mark, Lyon would finally score. In the 31st minute, Bacha would send in a service from distance, and Hegerberg would head it into the goal, making it 1-0 for Lyon. Yeah, pretty simple service and finish, especially when compared to all the movement and touches Lyon were doing in and around the box. It was very simple compared to their build-up. Regardless, Lyon are still doing well possession and control-wise. We are seeing Marseille on the ball a little more after Lyon scored, but ultimately they haven't been able to get forward as much. Lyon shuts them down and regains possession very easily. That's kind of the thing with Lyon. They will do whatever they want if you don't pressure or challenge them, which is kind of the case here. There would be one more minute of additional time, and the half would end in the 46th minute with Lyon up 1-0. All right, so Lyon are up 1-0. I don't really have much to say about this half. Lyon are dominant, which is to be expected, and Marseille aren't really doing anything about that. They're not really doing anything to challenge them. They're stuck on the defensive, and while they are holding off Lyon pretty well, Lyon have been able to find their way through multiple times. For the second half, if Lyon really wants to come out swinging, bringing on Eula Brand and Diani could help. Those two can dissect back lines, and they have the pace and movement to do so. I am surprised Heraldez didn't start Brand or Diani for this one, but I'm sure he has his reasons. And it's likely we'll see them in the second half. That being said, let's get into the second half. All right, so the second half, we are off. The 55-minute mark, we're seeing more of an attack from Marseille, but it's kind of on the list of things I'm not too worried about. Lyon, for the most part, has things covered, and I usually complain a lot about Lyon's defending, but despite how threatening Marseille are trying to be, it's not really enough. It's not really enough to get me worried. When it comes to Lyon, they're still on the attack and breaking through Marseille's defense, and they're just not connecting all that much in the box. I'm kind of just questioning why Heraldez didn't start Diani and Brand alongside Joseph and Katoto. Diani and Katoto played well for France in the Euro, and then there was Brand just wreaking havoc everywhere. Diani and Brand can cause some real problems for this side if you put them in. All right, so the 65-minute mark, the goals are coming in for Lyon. In the 57th, the most confusing play I have seen so far results in a goal. Johannes touch to Becho. Becho crosses back. Maybe Katoto gets a touch. There was some confusion, but Joseph yeets it in. Lyon 2-0. Then we would see some Lyon subs in the 60th. Fatala, Brand, and Diani in. Becho, Lawrence, and Joseph out. In the 62nd minute, Lyon were awarded a corner kick. Renard's attempt or header would be blocked. Johannes would collect and score an absolute banger, making it 3-0 for Lyon. Yep, things are going well. All is right in the world for Lyon. Can't say the same for the opposition, or Wolfsburg. All right, so the 75th minute mark. We're seeing some interesting plays and combinations here from Lyon. 69 minutes, nice through ball to Brand. Brand crossed to Hegerberg. Hegerberg attempt saved. Hegerberg fouls, I guess. She caught a Marseille player in the foot after she made an attempt. I'm surprised that's a foul and card. I didn't think Ada had any control of how her foot was going to go or how her foot was going to land. But that replay of Brand's run in movement, yeah, she's fast. She can run, but you have to support her and run with her. It's great that she has players who can match her now. Then 73rd minute, Heaps cross, Brand tees up, Brand attempt blocked over to Hegerberg. Hegerberg attempt saved. All right, so the 90-minute mark, Ben Yaya got a yellow card in the 77th minute. I didn't even know she came on, but yeah, yellow for her foul. Then in the 82nd minute, Marseille making a run, Fafala shielding, making sure it goes out. That was some really good defending from her. Yeah, I would say in these 15 minutes, there was a lot of back and forth between Lyon and Marseille. Lyon created a lot of chances and managed things pretty well, but they haven't been able to score. Marseille would score in the 90th minute. They would make a run and cross it into the Lyon box, and then they would get a goal back, making it 3-1 for them. Yeah, I would be annoyed about that, but it's late in the game and Lyon are managing things fine. They were doing well game management overall. Their defending has been pretty good here. Marseille, they're not coming back now, and I don't think Lyon would let that happen. There would be an additional 5 minutes of added time. The half would end in the 95th minute with Lyon winning 3-1. All right, so Lyon wins 3-1. Overall, a solid performance from Lyon as expected. The attack and midfield looked good, but I really enjoyed watching Johannes in this game. She is such a versatile midfielder, which means Damaris will get breaks and rest. Joseph, Katoto, and Becho still look good, lots of potential there, but maybe touching up their connection in the box would help a little more. Besides that, they're fine. Brandon Diani still dangerous and ruthless down the wings. I think one or both of them can or should have started alongside Joseph and Katoto. Or maybe Geralda's plan is to completely exhaust the opposing team and then send in Diani and Brand to finish them off. Those two were definitely punishing Marseille on the wings when they came in. Yeah, so Lyon looks great so far. I can definitely see them strengthening more as their season progresses. The connection in the attack will get better. The chemistry will get better. But yeah, Lyon, like in this game, they look good and they're definitely on track to maybe win the league. All right, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.